up everyone? So today on the channel I thought I'd do something a little bit different for you. As I spend a lot of time talking about the Oscars and predicting them, I thought it'd be fun to tell you what films I would pick if I was an Oscars voter, because as it turns out I'm not an Oscars voter, but you know, we all have our own opinions on what the best movies and performances were of each year, and yeah, we all have our personal favorites that we'd like to see win, but you know, they often don't. So I thought it might be fun if I just go through all the categories and just give you my personal picks as to who I would pick if I was an Oscar voter, which I'm not. So yeah, I'm gonna go through all 23 categories and I'm gonna pick my personal favorite, who I would vote for out of whoever is nominated in that particular category. And remember, it's one bloke's opinion, alright guys? My taste in movies and performances isn't gonna be identical to yours, okay? We all have different opinions, but yeah, do let me know your personal picks for your Oscars ballot in that comment section down below. I'd love to hear which films and performances you guys love the most. Alright, so let's start off with the big one, which is Best Picture. This is a nice easy one. If you guys watch my top 10 movies of the year, my favorite film was The Substance, followed by Nora. So yeah, I would pick The Substance. Even though I know it'd be a wasted number one vote, I know it wouldn't win, but yeah, I would probably go The Substance, then Nora, then Dune Part 2, then maybe Wicked, and then The Brutalist. So yeah, those would be my top 5. Next up is Best Director. Of these 5, I know immediately who I would go for. It would be Coralie Farjar for The Substance. I was just absolutely enamored watching The Substance. Every choice, every intense close-up, just the direction of that film is phenomenal. I would give my vote to Coralie Farjar, knowing full and well she probably wouldn't win because yeah, the Academy just doesn't like horror movies, but yeah, I think she was the best of those 5 this year. Next up is Best Actress. Oh, this is tough. Again, I understand why it's a three-way race between Mikey Madison, Demi Moore, and Fernanda Torres, because, you know, they're all so flippin' amazing in their movies. Personally, I feel like where I am right now, I would go with Demi Moore, just because of how much I love The Substance and want to see that movie awarded. So yeah, I would go with Demi Moore, but I would be happy with Madison or Torres winning either way. So yeah, I'd give my vote to Demi Moore. Best Actor. Oh, well, Adrian Brody is the clear and obvious frontrunner this year. My personal pick would be Colman Domingo. Yeah, that man just, you know, has a key to my heart, and like I just love him in everything, and he just always serves, regardless of what he's in. He's just always fantastic, always luring, and Sing Sing, you know, it's such a beautifully empathetic performance, also quite subtle as well, whereas like, you know, there's a lot of bigger performances in here and his is more subtle, and I just appreciate that from him. So yeah, I would go Colman Domingo for Best Actor. Next up is Supporting Actress. This is an easy one. Ariana Grande. She was the most surprising performance of 2024 for me. Like, I was going in with like medium expectations, and not only did she meet expectations, she shattered them. So yeah, in terms of like, yeah, the biggest surprise of the year, I would reward Ariana Grande for this, hands down. No further comments needed. Supporting actor. Whilst I do love Kieran Culkin, and I know he's going to win the Oscar, I was just so bowled over by how good Guy Pearce was in The Brutalist, and I think it's criminal he's not picked up any awards this year. Well, no precursor awards anyways for his performance in The Brutalist. I also do have a soft spot for Yuri Borisov. Again, small, subtle acting, but still very powerful and impactful. But yeah, in a pinch, I think I would probably give my vote to Guy Pearce. I thought that was my favorite of these 5. So yeah, supporting actor, I would have gone for Guy Pearce. Original screenplay, you guys probably know, I would go with Coralie Farjar for The Substance. In terms of original screenplays, it is the most original. I like the high concept. I love the film. I love the story. I love all of it. Even though it's not a dialogue-driven film, I think it is just a phenomenal screenplay. And yeah, I would want to champion the most original idea. So yeah, I would go with The Substance. Adapted screenplay. Whilst Conclave is easily winning this, I really love Nickel Boys screenplay a lot, so I think I'd actually give my vote to Nickel Boys for that category. International feature, yeah, like I said in my final predictions video, anything other than Emilia Perez would be a good win here, because I love The Sea the Sacred Fig, I love The Girl with the Needle, but after recently having seen I'm Still Here, I would probably give my vote to that. It is just very beautiful, very powerful. So yeah, I would probably go with I'm Still Here for international feature. Documentary feature, soundtrack to a Coup d'etat was my personal favorite of the bunch, so yeah, I would go for that. Animated feature, this is a strong category this year. I think The Wild Robot is winning, with like Flow being a number 2. I loved Wallace and Gromit so much. There's that British biasness, I don't know, but I did love it. It's just, the movie just makes me swoon. But also Memoir of a Snail. just like was also another delightful surprise. I loved that movie so much. I wept a lot. But yeah, all these movies kind of made me cry. Wild Robot certainly did. Memoir of a Snail. I feel like I would be diplomatic knowing how much The Wild Robot has won. I would probably go give my vote to Memoir of a Snail, which I know might seem silly to some of you, but yeah, Memoir of a Snail was just, yeah, it was so sad, but also so uplifting, and yeah, I just really appreciated Memoir of a Snail, and yeah, again, it surprised me more than The Wild Robot. The Wild Robot I was expecting to be good. Memoir of a Snail, I didn't know what to expect, and I was just like, wowed. So yeah, I would go with Memoir of a Snail, which I know might seem silly to some of you, but I loved it. Cinematography, oh god, this is a good category this year. I mean, apart from Emilia Perez. Why is Emilia Perez here? But yeah, I loved Maria, I loved Nosferatu, I loved Dune Part 2 and The Brutalist. Oh god, this is actually tough. I think I would actually go with Nosferatu because it's just so different to anything else that came out this year. Like, it's that monochromatic cinematography. It's just, you know, it's so rare to see it done and done that well as well. So yeah, I think I would give it to Nosferatu personally, but yeah, I'd also wouldn't be unhappy to see any of those four I just mentioned win. But yeah, I would give my personal vote to Nosferatu. Editing, ooh, that's tough. These five, do I go Conclave, Anora, The Brutalist, or Wicked? No, I wouldn't go to Wicked. I think I would probably go with Conclave. I know it's the front runner, but it does feel quite smooth and silky, the editing. It's just, everything clicks into place really nicely. It's very precise editing. So yeah, I would go with Conclave, but the film I would actually give my vote to would be Dune Part 2 if it was nominated here. But it's not nominated, sadly. So yeah, Conclave would be what I'd go for here. Next up is production design. And yeah, I think I would follow the crowd here and also give it to Wicked because I just love the world building of Wicked. I love how so much of it was done practically, you know, when you feel like a film like Wicked would be a lot of, you know, CGI and blue and green screens, but no, they took the time to plant those 9 million tulips and, you know, build Shiz University and the Emerald City and also that model of Oz, you know, which Jeff Goldblum is dancing around. I just love seeing when it's done for real. So yeah, I would go with Wicked for production design. Costume design, yeah, I would also go with Wicked as well. It is just, the costumes are such a key part of that film. So yeah, I would give to Paul Tazwell for Wicked. Makeup and hair, nice and easy. The Substance, biggest, best hair and makeup of the year. Just loved it. Visual effects would be Dune, yeah. Sound also would be Dune. Score, yep, I would go with the masses and go with The Brutalist. It's the most memorable score of the year to me. Again, I would have liked to have seen Dune in here or Challengers, but they're not nominated, sadly, so I gotta go with what's nominated. So yeah, The Brutalist would be my pick here. Hey up everyone, so as I was editing the little video, I realized I actually skipped a category. I hadn't done Best Song, so yeah, I'm just inserting it now. Best Song has been a very underwhelming year for me. I would have liked to have seen the song from The Wild Robot here. I would have given it my vote if it made it in, Touch the Sky. But yeah, between the Emilia Perez songs and underwhelming Elton John song, a meh Diane Warren song, I know she's overdue. I don't know if I give it to her. I'd actually go with the Like a Bird song from Sing Sing. I think out of all of them, it's probably my favorite, but it's not like I'm in love with the song, but I do love Sing Sing. So I feel like I'd let my personal bias for Sing Sing get in the way, and I'd just give it to that because I feel like I'd like to see Sing Sing win an Oscar, so even if it's just for Best Song. So yeah, my pick for Best Original Song would be Like a Bird from Sing Sing. Documentary short, I would go with I Am Ready, Warden. Animated short, Wanted to Wonder, but I think that's just British biasness. And last but not least, I would go with Anuja for live action short. So yeah, those would be my picks for the winners if I had an Oscars ballot. Again, do let me know in the comment section down below. Who would you give your vote to if you were an Oscar voter? If you have to say, let your voice be heard in that comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the little thumbs up button for me. If you want more movie, TV, and Oscars related content, don't forget to click subscribe. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, the Oscars, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Hearfield, and I'll see you next time.